Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. On the return, Williams. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Former Volunteer back in Tennessee, it's Alvin Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
This is 2nd and 8. Carr now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So on 4th down, Matthew Hayball on to punt. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Now Rudolph on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Now Rudolph. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. That is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. 2nd down and 8. Now Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Carr completes it, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Working from the gun, it's Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Kamara. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From midfield, here's Carr. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Kamara there with a first down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. To throw is Carr. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Kenneth Murray leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And Carr's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing his car on third down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a fourth down?
And his kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both of these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
So after the field goal, back out is Groupie to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3 and out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down, Pollard again. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 40-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Rudolph. He gets this one to Boyd. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down. Rudolph now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Rudolph looking to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4. Throwing now is Carr. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Rudolph looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Spears, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken the lead. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9 from the 44. From the gun, it's Carr. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Olave with his first grab, and he also has a first down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Carr going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Carr. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now Carr. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill there to make the grab. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Group E able to add the PAT. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans now just about ready to take over. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Here's 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Rudolph. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw, Rudolph. He completes it to Boyd. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Rudolph. He finds his man, complete. That's Boyd. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
Spears. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
So they were stopped trying to run the ball on 1st down. Now they take a sack on 2nd down. The offensive coordinator's got to find a way to flip the script on the defensive coordinator because right now the defense has the advantage.
Now Rudolph with 3rd and goal. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chigakakwo from 4 yards out. And the Titans have moved out in front. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Carr. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Kamara up the middle. Down at the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Carr now on first down. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Hill. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Here's Carr to throw. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line. They'll hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now it's Rudolph. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. A beautiful fake. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On second down, Kamara, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Carr now to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Carr. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Here's Matthew Hayball now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. Open man, Westbrook Akine. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Tyler Boyd, 51 yards. And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Folk connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Throwing on first down is Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He completes it to Olave. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Carr to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Second and 6. Again, they'll throw with Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. 1 second, all that remains. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, Good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Running right, it's Pollard. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. 69 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Hand off to Spears. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
Third down and 1. The Spears with another carry. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on third and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Folks, kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
The Carr's throw caught by Olave. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Carr now on first down. It gets this complete to Shaheed. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. To throw is Carr. A quick throw there is incomplete. face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, it's Carr.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down and a yard. Now a play fake. Carr. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Now Carr. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
That's Olave bringing in another one. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A give. This is Kamara. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They toss it down to Pollard. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. That is caught, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And that's complete to Westbrook Akine. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Pollard going to try the right side. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Pollard again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise I knew it was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Ooh, with a juke. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A give to Pollard running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. The busy night continues for Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Carr. Olave holds it in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Carr going to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. He's got it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
So after the field goal, back out is Groupie to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 119 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st down, it's Rudolph. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Rudolph now to throw. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10.
At the 20.
He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Carr. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
It's Roger McCreary with a pick.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Saints again ready to go on offense. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
Now 2nd and 3.
Kamara up the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
The point after, good by Groupie.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw.
We'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Carr again. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And with that pass, CD, he's now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one, all we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers. Kudos to him for coming out here with that belief in himself and for making it happen.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Little short pass here to Hill. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And oh, he coughed it up. It's picked up by the tight. There he goes, right side.
Down the sideline he goes.
And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And a big turning point here in the 2nd half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Fulk connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here.
Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now they'll throw with Carr.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Carr. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. Rudolph looking to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
So time for Carr and the Saints. Down by 4. A minute 50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Carr. Connecting with Hill.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the first down.
2nd and 6 coming up. Throwing his Carr. That'll be caught by Hill.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. It's complete. Kamara.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They drive some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Carr.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
Here we go with Kamara. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Carr to throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Now Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
This is 1st and 10.
Carr to throw.
That's pulled in by Wilson.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's 2nd down.
Back to throw, Carr.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly,
this ball intercepted. And the Saints are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Nashville.